What's the most heartbreaking scam you've ever seen? My great-aunt Rose didn't recognize me when I arrived. Her daughter, my cousin Lisa, pulled me aside and whispered that the dementia had gotten much worse. I was just there for a week to help out, but it felt like walking into a stranger's house. The Aunt Rose I knew was sharp and funny, even in her old age. This woman was a ghost, quiet, confused, and always seemed to be wrapped in a thick fog. But I noticed something strange. In the mornings, before Lisa gave her the little cup of vitamins, Rose would have moments of clarity. She'd ask about my job or mention a memory from when I was a kid. Then about an hour after her pills, the fog would roll back in. She'd just sit in her chair, staring at nothing. Lisa was always so attentive, so caring. "It's for her nerves," she'd say. "The doctor says it keeps her calm." On the third day, my suspicion was eating me alive. When Lisa handed Rose the pills, I offered to get her a fresh glass of water. As Rose reached for it, I pretended to stumble, knocking the pills from her hand onto the thick carpet. While Lisa and I were on our hands and knees searching for them, I palmed the 2 small capsules and replaced them with ibuprofen from my own pocket. Later that day, Rose was a different person. She was her old self. We talked for hours. She told me how wonderful Lisa was, how she was helping her set up a family legacy foundation to protect the house and her savings. She mentioned a nice young man from the bank who had come to the house to help her sign all the paperwork. The next morning, I told Lisa I was taking Rose's pills to the pharmacy for a refill to save her a trip. She seemed hesitant, but agreed. At the pharmacy, I asked the pharmacist to identify them. He looked them up. "This is a heavy-duty sedative," he said, looking concerned. "It's not typically prescribed for dementia. In fact, it could make the symptoms much worse." He then told me the prescription was filled under Lisa's name, not Rose's. Lisa was drugging her own mother. I felt sick. I took Aunt Rose to her bank that afternoon. I told her we needed to check on the foundation paperwork. I asked the bank manager, a man Rose had known for 30 years, to review the recent activity on her accounts. His face grew grim as he scrolled through the screen. He turned the monitor towards us. There was a single wire transfer from 3 weeks ago for $450,000, emptying her life savings. The recipient was not a foundation. It was a personal account under Lisa's name in a different state. My aunt stared at the screen, her face crumpling in confusion. "But Lisa said that was to save the house," she whispered. The manager looked at the paperwork, then at my aunt's trembling hands, then at me. He picked up his desk phone, his movements slow and deliberate. "Susan," he said quietly to his assistant, "please get me the number for the elder fraud unit at the police department." We got the house back and most of the money, but every time I visit her in the new nursing home, she asks me when Lisa is coming to visit.